Let me tell you what the greatest thing about sports is. This is the greatest thing about sports. You play to win the game. Hello? You play to win the game. You don't play to just play it. If you're gonna tell me it doesn't matter, then retire because it matters. I don't care if you don't have any wins. You play to win. Now, many of you probably recognized that as a rather famous coaching rant by Herm Edwards of the New York Jets back in the day, and it really distills my opinion on the whole tanking versus competing issue. This fan base is so divided into team tank versus team compete or team playoffs. I hate the idea of cheering for a loss. You're a fan of this team. You want them to succeed. The goal is always to succeed, and not to succeed in 5 years. Yes, you want sustainable success. The goal is always to succeed this season. Now, we've made choices that have made success that we've had less than sustainable. However, I think with the direction we have chosen to go, and yes, they have chosen a direction, maybe not as drastic as some in the fan base would like, but we are trading assets. We are gathering draft capital. We're gonna do that more this season. I was perfectly comfortable in September of last year to wait and see an pretty awful season results-wise. It didn't happen, and I loved it because that end to that season, which some people are now calling a waste, was absolutely exciting, and it will help the people in the organization win when we're ready to win. Winning now will help winning later. Now, I understand that a top pick in the draft, especially in next year's draft, can help to fast track that. Will I be disappointed if we end up taking a step back next year and having a high pick? No. I know what's at the top of next year's draft. However, am I gonna cheer for my team to lose or be disappointed when we are competing for a playoff spot? No, because I want my team to win and play exciting games down the stretch. I understand the arguments for tanking. I do. I'm plugged into this team just like you are. I don't want to go back to the Flames teams that I grew up with in the mid-90s and early 2000s that were terrible with a half-full building. And if we encourage a losing culture, we run the risk of those first few seasons in Scotia Place being absolutely terrible. I think we're gonna take another step forward next year and be in the playoffs. Does that mean we're out of the Gavin McKenna sweepstakes? No, because we will have at the very least Vegas's pick next year, and I assume we will have other picks as well. We do not have to be bad. Others can be bad for us. And we still get what Team Tank is asking for. I do not see us being bad next year. I think our goaltending position is far too stable for that. And ultimately, I think that's a great thing, because our guys will know what it takes. You play to win the game.